A good Wednesday to you. Welcome to the Press Box Party. I am Antoine. This is Stream 35. Two ways to listen to the show. Of course, most of you are streaming on mixlr.com/stream35radio. Great way to listen, whether you're on your phone or your computer. Make sure if you do listen that way, you download the app so you'll get a notification when we go on air. Also, make sure you follow Stream 35 Radio. Create a username on MixLR. We also have a simulcast of the show. For those of you that want to catch a glimpse of the studio, watch some of the videos that we might cover, look up Stream 35 Radio, Stream 35 no space, on YouTube, and you can hit the live station, get a live feed. Either way, you catch up with us. Also, make sure you subscribe on YouTube if you go on there. And you can also follow us on Twitter at Stream 35 Radio. You can also hit us with some stories you might want us to cover on there. And do follow Stream 35 every way you can, those three ways. So it's just after 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Wednesday in New York City. It's still daylight out. It's springtime. Kind of weird doing the show, our primetime version of the show while it's still daylight out. But it's getting warm out here, which is a good thing. And, we're in the heart of Manhattan. Broadcasting live, Studio 35. And lastly, we have two ways you can interact with the show. You can either chat on mixlr.com. I think some people have chimed in already. And you could talk with us. Or you could chat on the YouTube station. Or if you're feeling real good about yourself, call in 917-477-7737. And you can interact with the show. We like to interact with our listeners. So lob us a call if you can. If you can't, do the call. Like I said, do the chat. Bring it. Great to have you here. Jam-packed show. All kinds of stuff going on. Before I even get to that, those of you on YouTube know what's up. Those of our regular listeners know what's up. Who we've got in the studio. We've got Mr. Jonathan Craig, comedian out of Gary, Indiana. What is up, Jay Craig?
Yo, what's happening, brother? How you feeling?
Good.
Good
here. How about you?
I'm doing good, man.
What's been going on in the last week?
Just maintaining, shucking and jiving for the man,
Yes. But at least it's shucking and jiving under warmer weather.
It is. You know what? The shucking and jiving is always a little bit easier when you got the sun shining on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bad deal.
No.
We had a couple 70-degree days, and I think we got a few more in the forecast.
Yeah, they sneaking in there on
It was shorts weather this weekend.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
That's pushing.
I broke out some shorts.
You did?
Saturday, I think it was. Yeah, Saturday was fine.
Yeah?
It wasn't even premature. It was like mid-70s.
During the day,
nice.
though. But
the window was short. I wasn't going to wear them all day.
Yeah, just got a small
window.
window.
You think I am? Some kind of rookie?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You said you had on shorts.
Sports, we've got, a couple of things we have on tap for the show. We, of course, got a lot of news. We got sports news. We got, women were really in the news this week. Some odd stories, some criminal behavior from some ladies. So we could talk about that. Of course, we're going to talk about Florida. Of course, we're going to give you an unsolved mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we've got other headlines of things going on across the world. A couple videos to share towards the end of the show. And anything else you guys might want to bring to the table. Starting out in sports, might as well get it out of the way. Hockey, since I know it's not the playoff thing going on right now with the most mass appeal.
Right.
But as we were saying, we were watching some games. Way more exciting than the first round of NBA playoffs.
Definitely.
Yeah. But that's not saying a whole lot. NBA doesn't
all.
even get going till late into the playoffs.
Although we have had some upsets, but that's
a couple upsets. But this is the
expected.
first round. Yeah, there's a lot of crappy teams.
Yeah.
And you can't call anything in the East an upset.
Not
unless
really.
the Detroit Pistons win a game, but they have no business being in the NBA playoffs.
Somebody's got to be.
But
in the playoffs
anything
in the
else,
East.
like what's an upset? They're all Eastern teams.
True.
And in the West, the Clipper game was kind of wild.
It was.
Doc Rivers, man, he had himself a nice day that day.
Doc Rivers.
Not only did he get that W, he dropped $2,000 on the street earlier that day, and some guy picked it up and said, "Hey, man, you dropped this."
Like what?
while he was like rushing to wherever his destination was.
Why is
Doc Rivers rolling around with 2 G's cash?
Like, what's he got going on, man? I mean, I know he's cool
out there
and all,
doing it, man. He's probably hanging with E40 when he goes to Oakland.
Yeah, we about to go to the strip club. Doc, what's happening, baby?
Yeah, they got to go during the day.
Hey,
he's got the game at night.
$2,000 in cash. Like, Doc Rivers, what are you doing, man? And that's like your pocket change.
Drop $2,000 on the ground
that you need in
on
cash.
The way
like,
disposable. I don't even know if he's going to the arena. You definitely don't need it when you're going to the arena.
Nah, man. Like, where you coming from, Doc Rivers? Yeah. That's the real. We know where you going.
So you got a whole. You're screaming conspiracy theory
man.
here.
Where you coming
Doc
from,
Rivers.
Doc Rivers?
You think Doc Rivers is running some numbers? Huh?
Man, right? You got $2,000 in cash just on you, and then you dropped it, and you didn't even know.
Chief Firewater writes, it's because 2 G's in San Fran only buys you a 1-liter soda.
Yeah, I guess.
It is expensive. It is probably more expensive than New York overall.
Really?
I mean, New York, you got options because, we got a big place here. You can go to an area where, you get some deals.
Right.
San Francisco, there's nothing.
It's like this is what it is. These are the deals.
Yeah.
Take them or leave them. Man.
Yeah.
Just strong arm you.
But, yeah, back to hockey.
Uh-huh.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
Arguably, whether you're into hockey or not, or whether you're just into regular stuff, arguably the worst meltdown ever. Why? They had not only the best record this year going into the playoffs as the number 1 top seed team playing against the number 8. They had 62 wins, which is like they would have went down as one of the great. This is similar to the Golden State Warriors when they won 72.
Right. And then
if they would have, imagine if they would have not only lost in the first round, got swept.
Ooh.
That's what happened to the Tampa Bay Lightning with 62 wins.
That's insane, man. I know we was watching it last night. It's the last
got
game.
Swept.
It's just, hey.
So then you got to check this out. Their team tweeted this, and I've never seen a team do this. The team tweeted out an apology. And those watching on the YouTube, I'll put it up on the screen here. We don't have any words, and we know you don't want to hear them.
Nope.
Sounds like little kids sending love notes, doesn't it?
Right, like you broke your
like mama's
vase, and you're trying to smooth it over. Like, look, Ma, I know you don't want to hear this.
We understand your anger, your frustration, your sadness, everything you're feeling. We get it. This isn't the ending we imagined, and certainly not the one we wanted. Thank you for being there the entire way.
I've never heard of a team apologizing
putting this out to
for
fans.
It's a
game, man.
It is. That's a bit much.
That's a lot.
I mean, like, look, man, we lost. You went out there playing. They was better than us.
Right.
Didn't you see? Didn't you see for 4 games they were better than us? What do you think happened?
The funny thing about this thing, too, Tampa Bay starts this series, obviously at home, up 3-0 after one period, the first period of play in this. 3-0 in hockey is like
game over.
That's like a 20-point lead in the NBA.
Wow.
Not a 31-point lead. And, of course, that happened. The Golden State Warriors blowing 31-point lead.
Boy.
And I told Jonathan Craig the only way it even means a damn. It's alarming for the long run, but this thing just started.
It's not alarming.
Worse was they lost Cousins.
That's
for the whole year.
That's the bigger issue.
That was supposed
losing
to be
the game that's nothing.
But as far as that, like if they whoop the Clippers tomorrow,
they will
in LA. It's like that didn't even happen.
Yep, and then they're gonna whip them
2-1, and it's
game.
like they might as well, So for the series, I don't know.
I mean, it makes it
maybe
good
the Clippers will do something crazy and win another game just to make.
I'd like to see it go at least 6, man. Just try to stretch it out, get as much good basketball as we can while we can, because it's just a short window that we get some good NBA.
I don't see the Warriors writing an apology tweet.
No.
Anytime soon.
No. If they didn't write an apology tweet when they lost.
Well, at least that happened in the finals.
True. And the NBA stole that.
And the last game. Ooh, you little bitter.
Yeah, I am, man. They stole that from them. They were protecting legacies, man. They had I get it, but.
So what else happened over the weekend and since we last spoke in sports? We had a guy that bet $85,000
85
on Tiger
stacks.
Woods at 14-1.
That dude's crazy. I mean, well,
And
not
apparently
anymore.
this is the
He's rich.
first sports bet he ever made.
Really?
And they come to find out the guy, he's in like not major debt, but 25 grand in debt. Some of his companies like folded, and rather than choosing to pay his debt, he had put triple his debt on his first ever bet.
This guy doesn't make smart decisions.
I mean, he pulled 1.9 million off.
I mean,
and then he has all these domestic violence things on his record.
Of course they're gonna pull.
But they're all
up.
old. Yeah, now they're coming at this guy.
They're like, oh, you was
And
jaywalking
one of the
back
things
in
he
the
did
80s.
say, his current wife, because a lot of these incidents happen with a woman he ended up divorcing. But so they're really ripping this guy, making him sound like a dirtball, which he might be. Whatever.
I mean, it
Still
he
takes
is
some
a
nads to pull a bet
dirtball.
like that.
You in the hole 25 grand and you making $85,000 bets on Tiger
and
Woods.
he can't. He said that he went to Walmart
Mm-hmm.
to pick up a duffel bag before he went to the bank. Then he Uber pooled to the casino where he placed the bet. This is in Vegas.
So he's just in the car with some strangers.
And
with
it's just
85
like this
stacks.
girl and it is the mother talking about if the girl might not be able to go to college because they can't get enough financial aid.
And this dude's got
he's
85
thinking,
grand.
he's telling the story. He said, I'm thinking to myself, I'm sitting here with this duffel bag that if I gave him 20 of this would solve all their problems.
Yeah. But nah.
And he said on any other day he would have given in and gave him some money.
Of course he would.
But
of course
he was on a mission that day. And his wife, actually, the last thing he said, she obviously wasn't feeling this whole idea.
Not at all.
And she said to him, you know what? I don't want to if he wins, if I say no, you don't do it, and he wins, I'm not going to be able to live with myself. So you got to place it now.
That is a supportive.
Yeah.
That is some support right there.
So he hit the bank, and then he hit Walmart, got the duffel bag, Uber pooled over to Harrah's or wherever.
I like how he's being
Placed
very
the bet.
economical about everything outside.
Hey,
of
man,
his
he
bet.
knows if this doesn't come through, that's probably it.
Like he goes to Walmart, he gets a bag,
this was
he
probably
Uber
it, though.
pulls it.
Yeah.
Like
He was prepping for being broke. But he pulls the 1.19 mil.
1.9 mil. Wow.
Yeah, then soccer fan. We got soccer fans.
Soccer fans.
Your boy here. You saw this.
Yeah.
You want to tell us what happened here with this guy?
Well,
I think there's some video of him too. I'll put it up on the screen for those watching on YouTube. But if you're not, don't worry. This is Leeds English Premier League team. Or not an English Premier. They're one of the lower levels in England. And they're playing Sheffield the other day. Big game, apparently. And if you see this picture
yeah, I see this picture
of this dude's ankle, this
So
is
this
a fan. Yeah, what happened here?
This guy, this Leeds
With
fan,
his
he
ankle
breaks his
looks
ankle.
like it's just hanging there.
He breaks his ankle while celebrating the goal, but then he waits. He doesn't go straight to the hospital.
He can't. Why?
He's trying to ride it out, man.
The game.
He's got to see them, man.
Because he breaks it early.
Oh yeah. So he gets
In
to
the first
about
half.
he gets to about halfway, and he can't take the pain anymore. But he was saying that he really wanted to see his team get to the final. You know, he'd been supporting his team
And
for
they
so
even have a
long.
little video here, I think. Yeah, that leg is
I don't
broken
know
in a
if
lot
I
of
would
ways.
be able to sit there with that pain. I mean, it's not that serious, bro. I break my ankle. That's it. Come get me.
There's a video of him getting wheelchaired out and his friends laughing at him. What a wanker.
What a wanker.
What a wanker. But this further proves soccer fans are the craziest fans
Yes, they are.
in the world.
Wanker, wanker.
There's no way I'm breaking
His
my
boys
ankle.
were trying to get the I thought he got it going there for a second. He was trying to get the 50,000 people there to join him in calling his friend a wanker.
Yeah. For breaking his ankle and going to the hospital. He should have
He
stayed.
didn't make it the whole game. He made it to, it sounded like deep into the second half, though. He was there a lot longer than he should have been.
See, this is what you can do when you got health care. You could do stuff like this. You could say, yeah, you know what? I think I'm a just.
You're giving the guy way too much credit.
You don't think he's got health care?
No, I mean, he'll figure out something.
Yeah, he will.
I mean, if it got to that point and he needed the money, those crazy fans would all chip in on GoFundMe and he'd probably make a cool 10 grand.
I'm watching the wrong sport.
It's like
man.
over.
Basketball fans, they'd be like, "Hey man, you on your own, dog."
They would.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, you got to remember, half the people in the NBA arena are just there on the business tickets anyways. So
True.
they could care less.
bet,
Anybody in the
man.
lower level.
They probably wouldn't even get up. Like, I just broke my
Especially
ankle. I'm
in
trying to
these-
get out here. Well, you better step over. us or
Jimmy the
something.
Greek. Wanka. Need a soundbite of that. And what do we got? Robert Kraft news.
Robert Kraft's back
This
on
just
the
broke
scene.
today. And for those that don't listen live, it is Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And shortly after prosecutors said they intend to release the video that is
Robert
expected to show Robert Kraft receiving, because Florida's a different world. It's all open records.
Yeah, man. Don't nobody want to see Robert Kraft get a
You're-
wank job.
You're wrong there, by the way. Plenty of people are going to watch that shit.
Plenty of people are going to watch it, but
Plenty.
nobody was like, you know what I want to
No.
do?
No.
See Robert Kraft.
People that cannot stand the Patriots.
That's some deep
In any
seated
way.
hate. Like, I hate the Patriots
Yeah,
so
you want
much.
to talk about fans.
I'm
And
gonna
NFL
watch
fans are a
Robert
little
Kraft
crazy
get
too.
jerked off.
Anybody that
$100
hates the
bucks.
Patriots wants to see that shit so
Nah,
bad.
man, I ain't watching it.
I'm kind of with you on that.
I'm not watching
But
it.
come on.
I mean, I need to know that it exists,
So-
but I'm not gonna watch.
Yeah, his legal
Probably.
team had to file an emergency motion.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting choice of words.
An emergency motion.
Got some lotion for that motion?
Oh, the lotion's already gone. With
To
the
block.
potion.
They're trying to basically change the Constitution. His
Oh,
team right now.
right now.
To make sure this video doesn't come out.
Listen, we'll pay you whatever
And
y'all want.
If anybody's going to be able to pull it off, I'll say it's him. I'm not saying he's the richest man on the
mean-
Forbes list, but he's up there.
Oh, he's way up there.
Yeah.
He's all the way up. He was all the way up when he was at the massage parlor too.
All
Yeah.
the way up.
Getting them $100 hand jobs. Not even an expensive one either. Like, this is where you have to be embarrassed. Like,
I want to
man.
see the woman. The picture of the woman's already been released, Jimmy the Greek. It was the older 52-year-old manager there.
Of course,
And
she takes all the $100.
her
hand
boss
jobs.
apparently is out in the scene too, good friends with Donald Trump. And I don't know, it seems actually the latest I heard, they're also the trafficking charges the sexual trafficking charges don't look like they're going to hold up either.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they're saying these girls will willingly.
Yeah. Yeah. But that doesn't matter about
Nobody.
Kraft's publicly. That video is coming out.
Oh yeah, and people are gonna down. It's gonna break the internet, dude.
I know. And that's the point I'm making. Whether you watch it or not, it's going to be
It's gonna be.
it's going to break the internet.
It's gonna be
It's
everywhere.
going
It's gonna be everywhere. People are gonna make
Yeah.
songs
So-
about it. It's
memes,
gonna
I
be
mean,
remixes. And
yeah.
it's gonna be a
It's going to be something.
line dance to it.
So that'll be coming up. And we can't stop talking about sports without giving you an update on Hooters Sports Bar and
Hooters.
Grill, which the heyday of Hooters has seemed to pass
Yeah, you know what?
because
That
locations
service
are
is terrible.
shutting down all over the place. After a recent study, well, they're trying to, they got all these companies that,
What's going
hey,
on?
we're going to figure out why this, legacy is dying. Hooters brand. And they've said that millennials aren't that into boobs.
Millennials aren't that into boobs.
That is it. They're blaming millennials for the demise of Hooters. And according to a recent study, Pornhub visitors between the ages of 18 to 24 are 19% less likely to search for breasts when compared to all other age groups. Visitors age 55 to 64 are 17% more likely to go in the breasts category. Interesting trend.
interesting, and you telling me it has nothing to do with the horrible customer service that you get at Hooters? Because I was just at Hooters.
I thought you were going to say at
recently.
Pornhub.
No, you get great customer service at Pornhub. You might not be able to cancel your subscription, but
Yeah, you're never going to be able to cancel this
but
subscription.
you'll thank yourself later. But Hooters, I'm gonna tell you, man. We went to Hooters recently. I had some friends in town, and the customer service was just terrible. It had nothing to do with her Hooters or whatever.
Yeah.
it was just her attitude, and she was subpar. She came over, she put the waters down and expected us to pass them out ourselves. And one of my friends says, "Are we supposed to pass out our own waters?" Like, that's why Hooters is going down, because these millennials are just terrible at
the millennial servers.
Yes.
Are worse than the millennial customers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a millennial customer is going to be like, "Oh, that millennial server, I can't stand.
I can't stand those.
They're definitely not going in."
Yeah.
But some old man ain't going to care.
He's like, "Ooh."
Well, he'd been, not only that, the old man's been going to Hooters since
Yeah.
he was 21.
Yeah, it's just sewed into the fabric. He's just.
And that's like his place to,
I go to Hooters and the wings are good.
Yeah.
The wings used to be good though.
Yeah, that's another thing.
The wings aren't even that good.
They were good. Yeah, you're right.
They used to be.
They were.
That was your alibi. Like, I go to Hooters because the wings are good. I mean, I don't even like titties. They got titties at Hooters? That's what that means? I ain't even know. I just like the chicken wings. That's all I was going for.
Is that what the ice cream man used to say? Sorry. Oh, he might be listening.
I hope he is. Oh, man.
I'm opening an ass baskets, Jimmy the Greek rates.
And ass baskets? That's not gonna, you're not going to sell.
So he's trying to say he's figured out what millennial. Yeah, that was another thing. If the millennials aren't looking at boobs, what are they looking at?
Yeah,
what are they into?
What are they into?
What the hell are you guys into? Millennials, call us 917.
Tell us.
477.
What are you into?
7737. Phone lines are open.
Building a relationship, and I just want to boo,
That's what the millennials are into.
Really?
They're into
you
make
calling
believe.
out some millennials.
The millennials are into make believe. They really buy into
Make
these
believe.
fairy
Like
tales.
love don't exist.
Yeah, kids, you'll learn.
Dummies.
You'll learn when you're down there on Skid Row, picking up your wedding ring out the gutter. You'll know.
So NBA playoffs are in full swing.
Swinging.
We've got a game going on right now.
Who we got?
The Celtics are playing the Pacers.
Indiana's in the house.
Indiana.
That's right.
Jonathan Craig hailing from Gary. His Pacers are up 27-22 early in a series of Boston leads.
Yeah.
1-0.
I would love to see the Pacers win this series.
We've got a special guest here.
Oh, we do.
Not in the studio. He's in a remote location.
Ah.
But he's going to give us an NBA playoff update. Who do we got there?
The dog.
It's DMX.
It was good.
It's DMX. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Antoine.
All right. Well,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Could you tell us what's been going on in the NBA playoffs?
All right, so got a couple of game twos, and some people was giving the blues. So first off, we had OKC and Rip City. The game was going down and shit was getting gritty. Dame and Russ.
I didn't know you were going to rhyme for
You
me.
know, sometimes I just can't. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know. You want me to start over?
Yes. Now I'll be more into my vibe.
All right, dog. Here
Go
we
ahead.
All right. Take two. We had OKC and Rip City. The game was hot and it was getting gritty. Dame and Russ, they was on the floor trying to be a hero, fighting over the number 0. And then it got heated. And then everybody felt like they got cheated. And CJ McCullough, he was getting hot. Everything he went down, hit a shot. He had like 33 points at the end. And that's how Rip City got the win.
That was... You really overachieved, man.
You know what I'm saying? I got my album dropping soon. You know what I'm saying? So, and then
We'll get another game?
I mean, we got some more games, but I don't really have too many rhymes for them.
All right. That's fine. Just give us the scores of some others.
All
Who's gonna win these series?
I'm gonna tell you right now, dog.
That's what all we want to know.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Predictions by DMX.
predictions by DMX on the East Coast, giving you the most. So right now we got tonight. We got the Pacers. We got Boston. I'm gonna tell you right now, even though Indiana's looking like a good team, Boston is just a dream, you know. And even though Oladipo is holding it down, he's just not gonna win in Beantown. So I think the Celtics are gonna take that. They're gonna take that series. I predict that they'll do it in like 5. You know what I'm saying? No jive. And then tonight, we also got the Detroit Pistons
Yeah.
against the
Against
Milwaukee
Milwaukee.
Bucks.
What the hell's going to happen there,
You know what I'm
D?
saying? Milwaukee Bucks. The Greek freak is going to come through like a truck. And he's going to be getting buckets. And everybody's going to be like, oh, we can't curse on the radio, so you know what the next line was, right?
Got you.
All right, so what's going to happen is, since they already up, I mean, Detroit shouldn't even be in the playoffs anyway, you know what I'm saying, dog? It's the East Coast. That's why they made it. So then after that, they're probably gonna get swept. You know, I don't see them winning the game.
What about that Clippers? Before we let you go,
All right.
D.
Nah,
What about that Clippers series?
with that Clippers series?
Clippers Golden State.
So I was like, all right, you
How
know what I'm
many
saying?
games?
I thought they was gonna sweep like they did last year, no doubt. And so I'm watching the game, you know, trying to write some rhymes, cause my album is coming out, and the game was getting a little boring. You know, the Warriors was winning. I mean, they was hitting everything. Steph Curry's raining threes. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it rains, get wet. You know what I'm saying? And so I passed out and I fell asleep. And I woke up the next day, and they out there. I look on the ESPN, and they interviewing Lou Williams. I'm like, yo, they interviewing Lou Williams. They must have won. So I look. I go back to ESPN. You know what I'm saying? I get on my dial-up internet. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard, so I can't get like Spectrum or whatever.
Netscape.
You know what I'm saying? And so about 10 minutes later, I get to score, and I'm like, yo, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that they would retrieve. And all the shots that he was hitting is like bars that I was spitting. It left me smitten. Amen.
D, man, you got to start doing halftime shows like
You
your
know,
boy
I'm
Ja.
trying to.
Like your boy Ja.
I was talking to ESPN. We was working on something. But that's on the low. Thank you for having me, brother. And
Thank you for stopping by.
no doubt. Next week I'm gonna try to have like a couple tracks. You know what I'm saying, for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Cause I be watching basketball. You know,
All right.
I used to hoop back in the day.
We'll get back at you with another update next
Yeah,
week.
no doubt.
All right.
Yeah,
DMX, everybody,
word.
with your NBA playoff update. He's very adamant about some of those picks. Jay Will,
Yo,
Jay Craig,
yo.
what did you think of you agree with D on some of this stuff?
I don't like the way DMX just kind of wrote off Indiana.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Like, it didn't even matter. You know, I think they can get like 2. I really think they could push it to 7 if they. That's wishful thinking, but you know what? So was DMX when he was talking about he was writing an album, watching the playoff. That's wishful thinking too.
Yeah.
So if he can wish, so can I. You know what I'm saying?
What they want from a.
Right. You know.
All right, let's get to some stories. Man, we got a jam-packed show.
Yeah, we
So we
do.
covered our sports stuff. You can still call in, talk sports if you want. 917-477-7737. Talk about whatever else you want. One of the things I mentioned before we opened the show, women were in the news this week.
That's right.
It all starts here with a 33-year-old mother who told police she set fire to her boyfriend's apartment because she needed to hurt somebody after she got sent home from a threesome that she was having with her boyfriend.
Wait, what?
But he allowed the other woman to stay, and she just snapped.
So
Tasha Young from New Jersey. This happened.
Oh, this is
we
right
got a
next
mug
door.
shot. We got a mug shot.
First of all, I don't think she had a threesome with nobody. Ain't nobody having a
They're
threesome
not showing
with
the
her.
dude, and they're not showing the other lady.
Man, that's more than a threesome.
But he told her, exit stage left.
That's at least a foursome.
You're
right
done
there.
here. And, yeah.
And then he called a
that's-
cab for her.
Then he called her a cab. He
He was
called her
like-
an Uber. About to call your ass an Uber. I got somewhere to be.
Like, not only is he like,
Actually, he had nowhere to be.
Nope.
Back in his bed. And then you want to talk about messing with the wrong lady.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Go ahead and read this
All right, so this
thing
is-
she posted on her social media.
So these are some of her posts on her social
No, this
media.
was what she posted soon after.
right after she took that
Burnt
cab
the house
home.
down. Oh, well,
Well, this is after she
Af-
took the cab or after she tried to burn the house down?
after she tried to burn the house down.
So she tried to burn the house down with lighter fluid.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
guess
this is right before it. I'm sorry.
it's like that old school, like from House Party when they trying to burn the house down. That was
Yeah.
her. So then she said, I hate that I cry when I get mad because people take it as a sign of weakness, when in actuality, it's because I'm trying to calm down the 27 people that live in my head
27.
that's down to ride for a homicide.
Are you sure that's not a DMX line?
I mean, he might be her ghostwriter for her social media. I might have to ask
And then there's
him.
this other one. Who is the
Love of your life.
guy that you've been friends with first and you can't get off your mind no matter what? You're always there for him when he needs you. You know him better than anyone else does. With a little Photoshop picture of her in the middle of this meme, and probably put it on his Facebook for everybody to see.
Yep.
Claiming her territory, right? This
Yeah.
girl's crazy.
She is crazy. And
I mean,
let's talk about this
she
28
burnt the
some
house
they
down.
had. No, because you got
Oh, yeah.
27 people
It's
listening.
not a
She
three-
comes with 28 people. So this is like
You're right. It's not a threesome.
This is a 30 piece
It's a
right
thir-
here. What is
It's
this?
a 30-some.
This is a 30 piece. Like you pull up to Mickey D's. Yo, let me get that 30
Nah,
piece.
you're one short from the 30. Got to give it to this guy. Yeah, so his one-on-one relationships were here with her are 26 sums,
Yeah, man. That's
28 sums.
Why would you even want to bring in
Yeah.
somebody else when you got that many people to
Yeah,
deal with on a regular?
but for her to
Sounds
just
like fun.
say that, wow,
I had to hurt somebody.
wow,
That's rough.
that is really rough.
You know, this is why you got to really be careful who you
Be careful
decide
out there,
to
kids.
have threesomes with, because they turn into 30 pieces.
So she, tried to burn down this home, and she actually set fire to it, but they got it out quick. Now I want to talk to you about another woman that got in some trouble this week,
Mm-hmm.
accused of beating up her ex-boyfriend
Beating them up.
with his prosthetic leg.
Get out of here. That's like some Mortal Kombat type stuff.
It
She like beat
is.
him with his own leg. Who does that?
This,
Get over here!
Just like beat him with his own
what's
leg.
that character?
What's his name? Oh, the dude Kun Chi
Kunchi, yeah.
off Mortal Kombat 4. He would
So, yeah, this woman, I'll put her mugshot up for those on the YouTube.
man, she looked like somebody that would beat somebody with their own leg.
58 years old. Michelle Jackson.
58 years old. Ain't she too old to be beating somebody with their own prosthetic leg? What could they have gotten into that she was like, you know what? I'm a beat you. Yep, that's exactly what happened too. So
Yeah.
so give me the rundown of this story real quick.
There was an argument. Yeah, she said, let me get to the juice of it. The boyfriend was 59, by the way.
Okay.
And they started drinking gin.
Say, don't nothing good ever happen from drinking gin. I'll tell you that right now.
And then at one point, the guy said, hey, I want to end this. I want to date another woman.
I want to date somebody else. That's gin. That's the gin.
So then he went to sleep.
Wait, so you tell wait, time out. He's drinking gin, and then he's like, I don't
Drops
want to
a
be with you
bomb
no
on her.
more. I don't
Drops-
want to be with you no more.
Drops a bomb on her.
But I'm about to go to sleep.
And then I'm going to go to sleep. So you have not much remorse for this
Man,
guy
that
from the
gin gives
jump.
you. I mean, gin does give you courage, but
Gives you
that's
some, yeah.
that's too much courage right there. I ain't gonna say he deserved to get beat with his own leg, but
I didn't say she should have did it, but
at least
I understand.
hide your leg. You know, when you gonna drop something like that, like I don't want to be with you no more. You go sleep somewhere else. Sleep in the car or something.
So yeah, she flipped and took her boyfriend's prosthetic right leg and beat him with it.
Dang, that's rough.
Jackson also told the relative she stabbed the man,
She stabbed him, and
though he
beat
didn't
him?
have any stab wounds, so that's up for discussion. But the leg beatdown did happen.
Dang,
That didn't happen in Florida, by the way.
that's rough, man. I mean, she
Yeah.
could have just took the leg and be like, "You ain't leaving me."
Quite a week for ladies.
She ain't
man.
even got to beat him with it. Just take the leg, hide it. He can't
Pens-
leave.
In Pennsylvania, wanted woman busted after taunting cops on Facebook.
It's stupid.
There's your mugshot on her. This lady
I mean, she
up.
doesn't look.
But she was on the
crazy.
top 10 most wanted
That's what I'm
list.
saying, dude. Like when you're on a top 10
And they
most
put her
wanted
up. They
list,
did a Facebook post. The police department did. The sheriff's department. And she writes on there, do you guys want pickup or delivery?
That's what she said to the.
Yeah, just taunting them.
Like when you're on the top 10 most wanted list,
I
you
wanna
shut
lay
down
low a little
all of social media. Like you shut down all contact with everybody. Like you ain't never seen none of these movies, girl. Like what are you doing?
I hadn't been checking the chat. Somebody had a question for DMX. Hey, DMX, any good prison stories? We missed that. We'll get that next week, Jimmy the Greek. But yeah, speaking of the most wanted. Yeah, man. And there's a mugshot of her.
Yeah, that's exactly how you get arrested. I want to know what
Yeah.
top 10.
So yeah, she ended up getting caught, by the way.
Of course, you got to get caught after that.
Another woman takes baseball bat to St. Louis restaurant that ran out of chocolate ice cream.
Y'all ain't got no more chocolate ice cream? Oh, you don't? Oh, I'm going to beat it out of you. That's not
Once again,
that's not how you make ice cream.
restaurant violence based on people not getting their food.
man. See, that's what I'm saying, man. There's something in this fast food that's making people do this stuff. You know?
This is an ice cream place.
But ice cream is a...
Where's the ice cream man?
Hey.
He might have a take.
He was like, hey, sometimes you got to get beat down for some ice cream.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
chocolate ice cream is not even... I could see if it was like a... I'm not saying that chocolate's not a good flavor, but I'm not beating nobody down over chocolate ice cream. You can get chocolate ice cream everywhere.
Yeah.
At least beat them down for something that you can't get somewhere else. Like, you know, the Cherry Garcia. Like, oh, that's kind of hard to get somewhere else. You know? Not advocating the beat down, but I'm just saying if you should rationalize.
I mean, we're
these
getting
things.
one of these a week, so we're just keeping a streak alive, basically.
Yeah.
Whether it's McDonald's, Taco Bell, people not getting it their way.
That's
Not advocating it. Press Box Party 917-477-7737. Check out this headline.
okay.
Retail theft call leads to man exposing himself. That's one. Woman doing karate. That's two.
Okay.
And a dog, their dog, shoplifting. Hold
Were
on.
arrested after causing problems at the Eau Claire Walmart. Police say
This is all
between
at
the two
Walmart.
of them, there were
Oh, it was a
dismantled
Walmart
store
in
displays,
Wisconsin.
stripping in front of customers, and karate moves in the parking lot. Eau Claire police say at about 8:30 last night, they were called to the store because a woman and her
Yeah, you gotta
dog
check
were
this mugshot.
shoplifting. When they got there, they found 46-year-old Lisa Smith screaming and tried to catch her dog, Bo. Police say Smith was dismantling store displays until staff asked her to leave when she went to the parking lot to do karate moves until she was arrested. Bo, the dog, had grabbed a box of cornbread mix and tried to leave. As it turns out, Smith's
Bo tried to
25-year-old
snatch
son,
some.
Benny Van, was also in the
Benny
store.
Van,
Police say
what a
he had
name.
stripped naked and exposed himself to customers.
They
pulled
had
new
a
clothes
day,
from the
huh?
racks, then tried to run over a police officer with his scooter when he was taken into custody.
They both had a
Smith
scooter?
was arrested on 3 charges. Van was arrested on 3 as well. Police say Bo, the dog, was given a warning for stealing the cornbread.
First of all,
They took it easy on the dog.
why they treating this dog like it's a citizen? Like, yo, you know you ain't supposed to be
I
stealing
know.
dog. You know
You know that was off limits.
you supposed
Dog's
to pay
like,
for this.
man,
And I'm a dog.
Look what's going on with
You see
my
these-
parent, my adopted parents.
This bitch is
I
doing
need-
karate
I need
in
to
the
eat.
parking lot, man. I came for some Scooby
you think
snacks.
she's taking care of me?
She out here kung fu fighting, and this dude is
I'm just trying to
stripping.
Bo
in the
was
mi-
just trying to do right.
Bo's like, look,
We
man.
was like,
I got him to
look.
get to Walmart.
But
Then you put me out. I'm trying to get some food.
Jimmy the Greek writes Benny Van parties.
Yo, secondly,
Well, that's the most obvious.
she looks like his grandmother.
Thanks, Captain
though.
Obvious.
But she looks like his grandmother.
Poor Bo, yeah. I agree.
That's that meth.
Poor
man.
Bo, they write.
Benny Van's probably like 10.
Benny Van.
He looks like 27.
Benny Van was like, this was kind of lame for a Tuesday.
I thought this was Friday. This is my Friday night outfit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was that his chick? Looked like quite an age gap there.
No,
For those that were watching on YouTube.
No, that's his mom, they said.
Oh, I'm sorry. They did say that.
But she looks really old to be his mom.
No, yes, that's exactly what I'm getting at.
Maybe it's
Definitely too old to be his chick, and too kind of weirdly. It's just something.
Unless she's smoking meth, then she's probably like
I think they're
36, and he's probably 16.
And
but she looks 50, and he looks 29.
Yes, there you go.
Now she looks like
No, she actually looks.
She
she's
looks
probably.
70.
She's probably like mid 40s.
yeah, she looks 70.
But because
she
of
looks
the
like
meth.
she's dead. Actually,
Yes.
she died last
does.
week. It's what it looks like. Yeah, she looks.
And
like
again, that was not in Florida. I haven't even got to Florida yet.
Man.
So
I feel bad for that.
you're
dog,
doing good,
man.
Florida.
Dog was just trying to eat, trying to get some
All right,
cornbread.
I was gonna save this. Here, hold on. Let's,
Oh, man,
let's do a
don't
couple
save it.
things. We still got an unsolved mystery. I'm not gonna save it. I'll just make it. This will come up right before our unsolved mystery.
Okay.
Wanted to share a Chinese couple's wedding,
Mm.
and if you got the YouTube fired up for this, you should check it out, or just look it up. Anything we're talking about, you can easily look up. So this guy's getting married. He's got a bride on stage, and out of nowhere, while he's up on stage with his bride,
Mm-hmm.
this is in China.
China.
Yep. And out of nowhere, while he's up on, I guess, doing the final vows with his bride,
Mm-hmm.
another girl comes in a bride's dress,
Oh, who could
tries
it
to
be?
pull him away, falls to her
No.
knees,
It's me.
is
you want.
crying.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, please. And it's his ex-girl.
Yo,
This is the second. Last time we saw something
who
like this.
let her in, bro? Somebody should have checked her at the door. Like, why is
Like,
it two chicks?
and not
Why is it two chicks in wedding dresses? What's going on? Like, where her bridesmaids at, bro? Like, somebody's
Oh,
supposed
don't
to,
lie! If you
How'd
were
she
doing
get all-
if you were doing security for $10 an hour,
dude, how she
at
get
this,
all the way?
you'd look
up
at this
to the
and be
podium?
like, "Come on in, let's see how this plays." I'm bored as hell. I'm sitting here working the door. All the fun stuff's inside. People getting drunk, eating like kings. Fuck this. Come on in. Let's get this going.
Who let her in, man? She's on the stage.
A security dude.
Like, where's his best man at, bro?
Yeah, nobody stopped that.
Like,
She made it to
nobody.
the stage.
And she's still on stage. She falling to her
Like
knees.
she got down to her knees. Yeah.
Like the bride to be supposed to. She got to check that too.
You know what they needed?
What they need.
You got to see what they're using in Texas now to. And this is a good thing,
To
man.
stop women from jumping.
SWAT teams.
Stop another
No,
woman's
SWAT
wedding?
teams pulling criminals. Now, you know, the taser gun, for whatever reason, cops can't figure out how to use it correctly.
Of course.
It's like, I meant to get the taser. And then when they get the taser, some reason it doesn't go. And then
I just pulled the
this
gun
taser
out.
thing has been a nightmare, by the way. Supposed to stop people from. Well, anyways, we don't get into all that. So Texas has got a lasso, man.
Texas.
You got to check this out.
Texas.
Texas, the gun state, is the first to figure out
How to not use the
possibly
gun?
a non-gun solution.
What is the world coming to?
And it's a lasso.
Texas is
Of course,
the
it's a
one.
lasso.
Of course it is.
And we got video of it if you're on YouTube. Some demonstrations they were doing. It's good. It's good. Tell the people that don't see the video what you think. Of
We got
this.
sound to the video?
I don't know. I guess.
Or even
Yeah, run it
arms.
back.
In this case, the Fort Worth Police SWAT team is demonstrating on Deputy Chief Ty Hatzel, but they used it just last week on a real armed suspect, the first time that's happened anywhere in the country.
And his immediate response was to grab it, and by that time our takedown officers were on top of him, placed him on the
Thing
ground.
works good. It just like shoots and wraps you
Yeah.
up.
It's called Bola Wrap. It's brand new, and it's made by a Las Vegas company called Wrap Technologies. They're marketing it to police departments across the
I mean, what you
country.
gonna do
We're
once
always
that?
looking for
It's
less
a wrap.
lethal options and ways to de-escalate
Yeah.
situations
It's
and
like,
to bring people into custody without injuring them.
What?
if we
What are you
can.
going to compare it to?
We wanted to
Hold
know
on.
how it felt to be on the receiving end. So when police asked for volunteers, it was a tempting invitation.
Bolo wrap, bolo wrap, bolo wrap.
At least it's not a taser. It sounds like a gunshot. It's a little jarring, but doesn't hurt. And yes, it accomplishes its purpose, restricting a suspect's movements, at least long enough for officers to make an arrest.
There is no less lethal option that's going to be perfect in every scenario. This is just more tools that we can use.
Again, this is that Kevlar tether that actually comes out. You can absolutely feel it. Pretty strong.
At the end of the rope is a small hook, like a fish hook, that attaches to the suspect's clothing. For now, only the SWAT team has BolaWrap, but the department may consider giving the device to other officers later. A new tool that could change the way police nationwide do their job. In Fort Worth, Scott Gordon, NBC5.
So it's like what it looks like, one of those gadgets from like a James Bond movie, or
Yes.
like some Inspector Gadget type stuff where
Yes,
they
it
shoot,
does.
They shoot out this thing and then a rope comes around and wraps you up, and it hits you around your legs and around your torso, and you can't move.
Right.
That's pretty intense. The fact that they
Might
even
work.
created
I mean,
something like that is.
Might work. I don't know how well it works in close range situations.
I don't know how long well it works if
because
somebody's
in all
running.
those situations, yeah, like
They're standing still.
yeah,
Which, I mean, it works if you tell them to freeze and then you just pop them with that.
yeah,
But if they're running,
yeah. You're not gonna.
how well does it work
Get 'em.
when they're running?
Very good point. Very good
But,
point.
you know, hats off to Texas for trying to figure out something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, in Texas, of all places, if Texas can figure this thing out,
And then we're still getting to that unsolved mystery. Just stand by. I know
Yeah,
you
just-
guys are waiting on that.
just hold down. Calm down, kids. Calm down.
Now, a way they're trying to prevent rape is through condoms. Where in Argentina, they are experimenting or rolling out a condom that is called the consent condom.
The consent condom.
And I'm going to play a video of their ad.
Okay.
And you can tell the people that don't have the pleasure of seeing the video what's going on here.
Okay, so basically,
It's a box.
this
of
is
condoms.
a new consent condom, and the way you open the condoms are in a box, and it's got these 4 or 5 different pressure points that you have to touch in order to open the condom. And so you have to have 4 hands to do this, because they are the whole idea behind it is both people who are going to participate in the sexual act have to consent, so both people have to use both of their hands to unlock the condom. It's basically what's happening here.
Yeah. And that's the funky music they play.
Yeah, I mean the
That's
music
condom
is,
commercial music for
the
you.
music is cool. The concept of this, in theory,
2 people. And it's
Yeah.
got little sensors. And the only way you open the box is
Yeah.
if everybody puts their finger on it.
everybody has to put fingers on it.
All right. Should we get into this? Why
Okay.
this is a horrible idea? Or it has flaws. I shouldn't say it's no idea is horrible out there.
I don't think
Inventors-
it's a horrible idea. I just think it's like, who are you marketing this to? and who buys the consent condoms? Like, yeah, man, I'm that
Yo.
dude that needs somebody
Yo.
to.
What if you're a guy with one arm? You don't deserve consent. Am I right? It's making you use all 4. What if you're that drummer from that one group?
You know what?
Yeah.
They didn't think about that.
So this product will never make it to liberal America.
No, it does. It does not include the disabled.
If you're a one-armed dude,
Yeah. What if you're missing some
you're just
fingers?
out of luck.
What if you missing?
You ain't opening it.
What if you only got 2 fingers on your left hand? You don't deserve.
The consensual condom.
And secondly,
They think of next.
who's
But yeah, that's-
buying the consensual
it's,
condoms?
It's not fair to the disabled.
It's not fair to the disabled.
It's not.
And if you're a woman, wouldn't you feel a little? If you, I don't know, maybe you're like, oh, this guy's cool. He's got consent condoms, or you're like, why does this dude need consent condoms? Why do we gotta go?
Yeah.
What kind of pass you
Like
got?
you on probation or
like
something?
what's going on?
That is like someone you would give somebody that's on probation for sexual
Like
assault.
exactly. That's what I'm. You pull out some consent
Yeah.
condoms. People start
like,
looking
listen.
at you like, look,
You need to report back every time you're getting some. You need to use these. And
I just want to use
You got-
these. You know, I don't know.
I don't know either. You listen to the Press Box Party, 917-477-7737 if you want to call in on any of this stuff we're talking about. Jam-packed show, so much news. We haven't even got to our unsolved mystery yet. I think we should do that right now. Because if we don't do that, we got a lot of people that are going to be mad. So I'll get that fired up. Have any of the mysteries been solved, by the way?
I don't think they have been. I haven't heard from any of the producers.
Our callers are not doing a very good job of being vigilantes.
They're not. You guys got to really get in
gotta
there.
step
You got to
up
call
there.
Crime Stoppers, guys. You have to. You really got to do it.
But yeah, we got to get this one going here. What's the latest? We're going to talk to Robert here. Robert, what's the latest?
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries, a husband has been kidnapped. Or has he been using too much methamphetamine? Has your husband been kidnapped? Or has he just been out partying a little bit too much, is what police asked a man. In a recent St. Lucie County Sheriff's investigation, it may be the latter. At about 3:30 p.m. April 7th, deputies went to an address in the south block of the US 1 in Port St. Lucie and arrested affidavit states, and a man told the investigators that someone had kidnapped his husband, 48-year-old Victor Hensley. Now, deputies said the man reporting the kidnapping appeared to be on some sort of drug. Asked whether he had taken anything, the man said yes. Meth. Man.
So the mystery was solved? Oh, they're trying to say, is it too much? Was there a kidnapping? Hit us, Robert. This is getting too good, man.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. We're going to have to cut it there. Robert tried. Jonathan Craig, you can come back in. This was in Florida, obviously. And we got a mugshot on the guy. So yeah, we're just trying. The mystery is: did he get kidnapped, or did the meth kidnap him?
No. So what happened was,
Yeah,
the guy.
there's the guy. Look at this guy.
He doesn't look like the type of guy that would have a husband.
No.
But he does look like the type of guy that's on meth.
Yes.
And so
If you're on YouTube, you could check that, or you could look the story up.
So
Very
the
easy.
police thought this guy was lying, and he's like, I'm looking for my husband, I'm looking for my husband. Then out of the blue, guess who comes scrolling down the street? His husband. So the police roll up on him, and they're like, hey, man, where you been? He's like, I was just going to the store to get a drink.
So he's off to a good start. He was telling the truth.
He was telling the truth. And then they searched his bag, and he had 6 needles and methamphetamine and other stuff. And then he tried to blame it on his husband, like, nah, that's not.
And where'd the kidnapping come from?
It was, I think the kidnapping came because he just got lost and just didn't show up. So when you're on meth, you're like, somebody has kidnapped him.
Yes.
Nobody.
No, I mean, in theory, he's maybe using an analogy. I'm telling you, if you were like a rocker, you could make a song, Kidnapped by the Meth. You could get real deep with it.
You could.
Just saying.
I'm sure that's what it does. I'm sure it kidnaps you. I'm sure.
Yeah, you think it kidnaps you. Well, we'll keep it in Florida. This was one of your favorites. So now we're the Florida portion of the show. We're going to start 3 naked women.
3 naked women.
Air drying at a Florida rest stop. Send troopers on a chase.
Ooh, that got dark real quick.
Yeah. And we got some mug shots of them if you're on YouTube.
No, they don't look that bad. I'd like to see at least 2 of them naked.
I'm not going to say it. Really?
Yeah. Not the one in the
you're
middle.
Being very lenient tonight.
I mean, I said I
Here
like
was
to
the
see them
911
naked.
call.
I didn't say.
Okay. Call back. So he's got 3 women tanning in the nude.
Oh, okay. All right. And he's on the line?
He is on the line, yeah.
All right. Can you tell me where in the rest area he is? Or they are?
She is. I'm in the foyer. I'm the custodian here. I'm at mile marker 277 at 4110 I-75 North, Wesley Chapel.
Yeah, where in the rest area are they, though?
Oh, they're on the northbound side of the building. All 3 of them standing in the nude, putting on suntan lotion.
How does he know it's suntan lotion from that far away?
What else would they be rubbing themselves with?
Only reason I
Maybe
know
they
that,
just
a
put-
lady, I was inside cleaning, and the lady came up and told me there's 3 women out there in the nude.
But she didn't say they was putting on
Okay.
suntan lotion.
I'll get somebody out there.
Okay, thank you.
So then they ended on a high-speed chase. Definitely.
Wait, so did they put clothes on before they got into the
I think
high-speed
so.
chase? Are you sure?
I don't know. You got more details on this?
Let's see. Troopers say 3 women in the nude became combative when they were confronted at a rest stop. One of the ladies is accused of trying to hit a trooper with her car, and another allegedly tried to swing at the trooper with a metal bat. Around 11:15 a.m. Wednesday, Florida Highway Patrol troopers were dispatched for a call about 3 naked women at a rest stop on the northbound I-75 south of State Road 54. There's 3 women standing in the nude putting on suntan lotion. One of the troopers is heard saying in the dispatch call audio. The women later identified as Oasis McLeod, 18, Janiyah McLeod, apparently her sister, 19, and Cecilia Young, who's also
Those girls
19.
look older than that, but
They do. Maybe they was putting on some aging cream or something. Anyway, as the troopers were trying to get information, they say the women got into a white 2009 Sentra and drove southbound on the northbound rest area entrance. Now the trooper began to pursue the Nissan on North I-75 towards State Road 52, but canceled the chase because it did not seem fit to the criteria. Okay, so then the driver called the report as a reckless vehicle, and another trooper responded. That trooper deployed the Star Chase projectiles on the vehicle, allowing troopers to back off and establish a perimeter, the troopers say. And then they tracked the vehicle, which they found empty at a convenience store parking lot on State Road 52 and Curly Road. Now, as the troopers tried to arrest one of the women while she left the store, another woman purposely drove directly at the trooper, according to the police. Okay, so let's try to get to the end of this story. These women were definitely arrested for reckless driving and lewd behavior and indecent exposure.
I'll
and
say
2 counts of aggravated assault and 3 counts of resisting arrest and fleeing and eluding. That's how you jump off your Wednesday morning, just in case you.
that was on a Wednesday morning.
If you were curious how to start your hump day, that's how you do it.
This Florida man, check him out.
This
This Florida man, you gotta see.
Oh, look at this Florida guy.
If you're on the YouTube, you
He
can see
looks
this.
like a-
Press Box Party 917-477-7737. What's he look like
He
to you?
looks like if Matthew McConaughey's acting career went the other way, and
Yeah.
like he never got that audition, and then he just
Well,
started.
read that headline.
smoking
Look at
meth.
him.
Florida man arrested outside Olive Garden while eating spaghetti with his bare hands. Yep. Oh, Florida man.
32-year-old Ben Paget entered the restaurant, threatened to kick the ass of an employee,
I'm
quote
gonna kick your
unquote,
ass.
at the OG,
The Olive Garden.
and then somehow obtained some spaghetti.
I started eating it outside.
Yeah.
And then the police came. And they wiped his face a little bit, and they said, hey, man,
Allegedly.
listen, you got to get back in those auditions.
You got
You can't be hanging out here at the Olive Garden, running up on people's
the
tables.
OG is not going to launch your career.
We're not. We might give you a job. You can wait tables while you audition, but you can't be.
This Florida guy's a big jerk right here.
Oh, this guy.
This guy?
Yeah.
This is bad.
I hate this guy.
71-year-old dude. Water pistol attack. Squirted a female victim with his urine.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about premeditation.
Premeditated pissing.
Yeah, you got to take the time to squirt in that little tiny hole in the water on the water gun.
Yeah. So then you get, so actually to make this happen, you would have to urine in something and then take the time to funnel it
it's
into
premeditated no matter
water
how you
gun.
slice it, no matter how you dice it.
It is. So what's going on here in this?
71-year-old just said, elderly Florida man squirts woman several times as she walked her dog in front of his residence.
And he squirted her with urine.
The woman was 50. Yeah.
Did it say any reason why she did it? Or he did it?
It sounds to me that he was angered by other residents that weren't curbing their dogs.
So it's a curb your dog type of situation. Like, I'm tired of y'all coming by letting your dog shit all on the ground. You don't curb them. How would you like if I pissed on you? Oh, here we go. I got a water gun full of piss. This
got
is
my
how I
R.
feel
Kelly
when you,
gun.
Haters gonna hate. Lovers gonna love. No, too early. No,
it's not too early.
I mean,
that's why we do it at the prime time hour.
I mean,
Press box party.
917-477.
We're hitting Florida hard right now.
So that's like a whole new meaning to a water pistol, isn't it? Yeah.
You got a lot for this.
Yeah.
I just can't believe a 71-year-old man is.
He was pissed off,
stuff
man.
like this.
You know, I mean, when you're pissed off, you do stuff like that.
Pissed off.
You know,
got you again.
Yeah, I got you.
And then this Florida man had to explain why he buried his friend.
Wait.
Yes.
What?
You heard it right. Florida man buried his friend in the backyard. Florida man says he made a mistake after admitting to burying a friend in his backyard. This is in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
He said his friend who stayed with him on and off died of a heroin overdose in his home. He panicked because of a cop that was after him. And he goes, I buried him right in the backyard. And, and then he came clean.
How long was this dude in the backyard before he came clean?
He also tried to give the dude CPR.
I made a poor choice.
How long?
Just called 911. Everybody says he was already dead, but I still tried to give him CPR for 20 minutes.
Who is everybody? How many people watched this dude
He had
overdose?
A party. He had a party.
Everybody was just like, hey, man.
It was a bender.
This dude is dead, but hand me that needle. We'll take care of him later. I mean, ain't nothing we can do right now. Motherfucker's dead. Wow. So you just buried him in the backyard. He didn't do it by himself, though. I bet somebody helped him at that party. Somebody was like, hey, man, look, I'll help you carry him to the hole or something, you know.
Yeah, you can't do that on your own.
Dude. No. They probably had a burial party for him. Everybody at the party probably was like, well, these things happen when you do heroin. And these things do happen when you have heroin parties. You can't be...
Heroin parties can get wild.
I mean, you can't be upset when somebody ODs. You can be shocked like, oh, shit.
This is also sad, by the way. This right here. Let me get to a couple Florida headlines before we get to it. But Florida jewelry store owner accused of staging robbery at his own store.
That's how you get that insurance money.
And they've issued an alligator warning in a lot of parts of Florida as hungry alligators, I guess it's mating season, are invading streets, homes, and pools.
Ooh.
Just huge alligators just roaming around town.
Showing up, ruining
in Florida.
Everything.
And this is the last thing I want to get at. In Orlando, you can actually... They have a website now. You can find out how close you live to a meth lab.
I could see this going bad real quick. Do you have a map that tells you how close you are to a meth lab? Now,
they have to be meth labs that were shut down, though. Have to be.
They don't have to be. You would like for them to be.
I don't understand. If they know where it is, why aren't they shutting it down?
What's the point of having a map of a ex-meth lab?
It doesn't give you an exact address, but it gives you a sense of how close the danger can be.
It makes no sense to give you a map of old meth labs. Doesn't help anybody out.
There are 877 meth labs that have been busted out of Florida in the last decade, they said.
Wow. Florida's really keeping it real. Man, Florida,
Florida. Press box party 917-477-7737.
Yeah.
We'll keep it moving here.
Yeah.
Porn.
Oh.
Porn made a lot of headlines this week.
Porn is always making headlines.
Yeah. Michigan man sues parents for $86,000 for tossing his porn collection.
What? We got some video for this? What's going on here? You gonna sue your parents for I need to know.
I think I got some sound for this one.
I need to know. I need the details, man.
Sounds like he had some limited edition porn.
I mean, 86,000. How do you appraise this? Who's appraising it? Who's saying it's worth 86,000? Like, how do you get the?
Is it Well, he had magazines. He said, "I know some Playboy. Not that I'm calling Playboy hardcore porn. I don't even think they have nudity anymore.
No, there's just like a bunch.
But anyways, in the day though, like if you had certain Playboys, I know they were worth money. Here, let's see.
Adult films and magazines. The 40-year-old moved in with his parents after a divorce, but he left.
Well, that's his problem.
Once his belongings arrived at his new home, the nearly $30,000 porn collection was missing.
Nearly $30,000. His father says he did him a big favor by getting rid of the material.
You see how long it took for us to get to the video there? Because we don't want to show you some of the things in there.
The man is suing for damages, and I bet he's upset.
I'm with her. Like $30,000. That's a lot of money to spend on pornography.
Oh, you think he's got like receipts that are trying to prove the value?
How are you gonna prove?
I don't know how you prove.
If you got, first of all, to have $30,000 worth of porn is a bit excessive. But if you got receipts for $30,000,
I think he's also probably charging not only for value of the porn,
if you still got the receipts
for
it all,
emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Yeah,
really, he's emotionally damaged by his parents throwing his porn.
This guy must not have the internet
or access to the storage. Like, just put the porn in storage. If it's worth 30 G's, put it in storage. Why would you leave it at your parents' house? I ain't leaving nothing worth 30 G's at my parents' house and then expect them to take care of it.
Well, if this guy has a porn addiction, we've got
What do you mean, if this guy has a porn addiction?
He might only have like
how much he spent on porn.
He could be trying to get over though, man. He might not
On his
have that
parents?
much. So a Utah ad agency is trying to help people with porn addictions.
That's good.
Actually, not only they're trying to here's what the deal is.
Mm-hmm.
A company has created an app to help people that have porn addictions. How does this app work? You basically assign yourself. Here, I'll run this video and then we can elaborate a little more into it.
We'll
But this app, you're supposed to have like a mentor, like a friend help you get off porn, where when you're viewing porn, that person would get an alert. That's some background on it.
No, hell no. I ain't.
And combat pornography addiction by getting friends and family involved.
This is where your ice cream comes from. The creamy poop of a mystic unicorn.
From potties to porn.
Colossal man. Superpower? Strength. My weakness? Porn.
Provo-based ad agency Harmon Brothers is using humor to battle porn addiction.
I needed an ally, and that's when I found Covenant Eyes.
Harmon Brothers made this social media ad for Michigan-based company Covenant Eyes.
Believe it or not, a lot of the same principles applied to Squatty Potty that we used on Covenant Eyes.
Harmon Brothers has always been very good at messaging difficult topics, and I think this is one of the most difficult ones.
The company scans your internet use and breaks the so-called shame cycle by alerting a friend of choice every time you look at porn.
Asking Jeff to be my ally took me out of the shame cycle, and I finally felt like I could win this fight.
Like, boom! Just destroyed you, shame cycle.
Addictions tend to live in isolation. And recovery from addiction tends to happen when people are able to connect with each other.
Utah Governor Gary Herbert signed a resolution 2 years ago declaring porn a public health crisis. And Covenant Eyes agrees, calling porn addiction a national epidemic.
I think pornography is the only industry that has no demographic. It's simply everyone. There's no target audience. We have atheists and agnostics that come to us and say, you know what? I simply just don't want to look at porn anymore. Can you guys help?
And they feel like the most successful road to recovery starts with accountability.
After just a few weeks, it was crazy how much less power porn had over me and how much more confidence I had.
With a little sense of humor mixed in.
If you look at porn and you want to not look at porn,
Go to CovenantEyes.com and download the app today.
Harmon Brothers says this ad is primarily for social media use. If you want to see it in its entirety, we'll link you up on our website, fox13now.com. Reporting in studio, Dora Scheidel, Fox.
Yeah, go ahead. So we've got the consent condom, which is shot down, has no hope. What about this app?
Yo,
You're not going to invest in this app?
The last thing I want anybody to know is my porn addiction. When you invite your friend.
Oh, so you're saying you have one, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about. We'll never know.
Just said my.
I was hypothetically speaking.
Oh.
You know, like in a hypothetical situation. The last thing speaking for every man. You know what I'm saying? Not me personally.
Gotcha.
You know. But, you know, I get where they're coming from. I just don't know if I want somebody in my business like that, you know? Every time you go on porn and then it alerts you.
Yeah.
For me. It could be like in the middle of the day. You'd be like, that's 2 o'clock. What does he do? What's he doing?
Yeah, you just get a little buzz.
This is 6 in the morning.
Well, you work late, so I don't think I'd judge you that much.
Like, 9 in the morning. I know for a fact he just woke up.
If I got a 6 and a 9 from you, I'll be like, yeah,
9:05.
this
Wait a
might
minute.
be a little weird.
What's going on? This is 10 o'clock. I don't. Just stop watching porn. Just stop getting on the internet and looking at porn. I mean, it's not that hard. No pun intended.
Again, speaking from experience, I don't know.
What are you trying to say? I like how you trying to dance around this whole porn thing.
You're really in it. I mean, you're really into, you're passionate about the topic. And I got an Indiana porn story for you.
Oh, man.
University of Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be confused with the church that obviously made a lot of headlines in France. But here in Indiana, Notre Dame president will not ban. You know, they were about to ban porn on campus through their Wi-Fi at University of Notre Dame in South Bend.
Really?
President stepped up, a priest, and said, we're not banning porn on campus. We're not doing it.
Enrollment will go down if we do. What will the kids do on Saturday morning?
You think it would affect enrollment, huh?
I don't know. I can only speak for myself.
You just have to go. You don't have to use the Wi-Fi. You could.
It's not gonna stop people from looking at porn. Like if you got a phone, you got porn. Now you're just slowing up the Wi-Fi. Like people who trying to search it and it's messing up the Wi-Fi. Just teach people the dangers of porn.
There you go.
And then they'll be more cautious before they abuse it.
Spoken like a true addict.
You know?
I'm just messing with Jay Craig here.
That's all right.
And porn just doesn't stop this
won't.
week because I'm saying we got another story.
See?
Hospital in China accidentally plays porn. It's a dental hospital.
First of all,
plays porn in the waiting lounge in front of shocked adults and children.
That's a whole.
We got some
new
video.
meaning
Don't
to-
worry, the porn is actually blurred out. So
That's a whole new meaning to open wide.
but the TV sets.
Set this on your tongue really quick. How you accidentally play porn at the dinner?
No, somebody's out to sabotage. This is a sabotage story for real,
Nobody
right? Would
accidentally
it be safe to
played-
say?
Yeah. Nobody accidentally play porn at a children's dentist.
Yeah. I'm with you 100%.
Maybe R.
Someone's-
Kelly. Maybe
someone's
like
trying to
the,
mess
you
the
know,
place up.
Maybe it's the R. Kelly dentist.
Somebody's
in
trying to
the
mess the
office.
place up. Meanwhile, your Indiana Pacers up 4 in the third.
Take that,
at
DMX.
Boston.
How about that? So we got porn playing in a.
Yeah, and here's some video of it. They pulled everybody out of that lounge. Hardcore porn just going on.
Wait, isn't porn banned in China anyway?
Yeah.
So somebody about to go to jail and like do hard time for this.
If they catch the person.
Because they're playing the illegals. They're playing something that's
Might
illegal.
be very technically advanced that he gets away with this. You listening to the Press Box Party, 917-477-7737 if you want to comment on any of these stories or anything else.
We're digging deep
Hit
into
us
these
up.
stories. Pun intended.
You were talking about James Bond, that lasso thing that they came up with in Texas?
Yeah.
This guy was like a modern day James Bond. Texas toll dodger used a gadget to duck $5,000 in toll fees, cops say.
Wow, this dude's my hero.
Yeah, you know how he did it?
How?
He had a actual thing that would flip his license. It was called a license. This is in Texas. He had a license plate flipper that he would hit a switch and the plate would change. And then he'd bring it back to his old. When he crossed the toll, fake plate. After he get away from the toll, put it back to his regular plate.
Oh, so they snapped the picture at the wrong plates if they
Yeah.
snapped the picture.
He got away with $5,000, but then he got caught.
How'd he get caught?
They recognized when he used, they just started catching up with it. By the description of the car, the cops, that this car, like this plate is not coming up in our system.
Yo, this dude's doing way more than just skipping out on tolls. If you got a flipping license plate.
Yeah.
That's the least of their worries. Like
well, they got him now. So
he's helping people
figure out
bury
whatever else he's
junkie overdoses in the backyard. That's what he's doing. He's the cleanup guy. He said, "Hey, man,
yeah,
I hope you get rid of that body. Put it right here in this trunk. Flip the license plate. We good to go." Wow,
this headline's pretty terrifying. Former city human resources employee pleads guilty to using public money. This was in New York, by the way, in the Bronx. Using public money for voodoo to hex her ex.
Are you serious?
I'll show you a picture of this one. Those of you on YouTube, I'll share it. There you go.
She looked like she know voodoo.
She should already know it, right?
She did. She's wasting her money.
No, but she, in her scheme, it said she awarded $300,000 in benefits to people that didn't deserve them. Family, friends, and I guess a portion of it was to a supernatural specialist who put a spell on her former
So
flame.
she's just taking taxpayers' money and just like giving it to her family.
Family, friends, and then a supernatural that's supposed to curse her ex.
I'm in the wrong business. I need to be in the supernatural fake hex business. How much she pay that person?
I did not say that person alone. If you need one of those, sure you could look that up. There's an app for that.
There's always this lady out by my job doing psychic hand readings.
That right.
She's just out there all the time, and they're like $5. I'm like, you can't be surviving off $5 palm readings. There's something else going on in this storefront. Because nobody's ever in there getting the $5 palm reading to begin with. How they staying open? Supernatural. Somebody's giving. You know what? They making hexes. That's what they doing. Not really even reading palms. They just making hexes.
They're doing something.
I got this $10,000 hex. You down?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, come on in.
PayPal me.
Always PayPal. Can't have a paper trail.
No paper trail.
Day laborer forced to have sex at gunpoint. So this is in Phoenix, Arizona, outside of Home Depot.
Terrible story.
This couple grabbed a dude just looking to do some day laboring outside the Home Depot like they do.
Uh-huh.
And then
this is a couple?
He got back there, yeah. And they're like, look, you need to fulfill a fantasy of hers to have sex with a day laborer.
What kind of fantasy is
And when the man declined, dude pulled out his rifle and said, no, you're doing this. The guy had to go through with it. And apparently they done this to a few people. This is the couple here. Put them up on the site. For
Yeah,
you.
they look like a couple that's got to hold people at gunpoint to have sex with them. They don't even look like they want to have sex with each other. I'm not excusing the behavior, but I understand.
You're just trying to get the dynamics down.
I mean, you would have to put a gun to my head. Like, nah, she's not about to fulfill this fantasy with this day laborer. And then he pull out the gun like, oh, you mean that fantasy?
At least they drove him back to Home Depot afterwards.
It's so nice. Return him to where you picked him up. And that's so considerate of him. After all they did.
And then they like threatened him and sent pictures to his wife if he like didn't come back or something. They got scared of him. So his wife ended up getting the pictures, and then they found out they did this to like 4 other dudes.
Wow. Where's this?
Crazy stuff. Phoenix, Arizona. Firewater. Jimmy the Greek. You got something to say about this?
What are you guys doing out there?
Jonathan Craig is not coming to Phoenix anymore.
No. I don't want to get mistaken for a day laborer or something. I just be at
I don't think
Walmart.
you'd get mistaken for that.
I mean, if I mean, you're probably right. I won't. But, you know.
But you could still get
I don't
want to
get mistaken for somebody else's fantasy and then get put at gunpoint.
Let's go to New Guinea. Doctors warn people in New Guinea if you're getting a penis enlargement, be careful because some people are injecting people with foreign substances.
Wait.
Like coconut oil, cooking oil, silicone, all things that are just destroying people.
Wait, so you telling me, wait, stop.
Lots of serious injuries are being sustained.
People,
Doctors have put out a warning. This reminds me of when chicks had all the problems with the butt implant stuff.
Yeah, chicks' butts was flipping over.
But yeah,
they was dying.
In New Guinea, this is a thing.
Out. Now dudes are trying to get penis enlargements.
Yep.
And instead of getting whatever makes your penis bigger, they're putting the coconut oil in it.
Yeah.
Cooking oil.
All kinds of
canola oil. Olive oil.
Yes.
Just anything. Motor oil. They just shooting this, but you telling me they just... How do you explain that to your wife? So what are the symptoms of this stuff? Like, because obviously this shit can't be good. Like, what happens when you shoot your penis up full of coconut oil?
No, they said a bulk of these people have been coming in with lumpy masses growing.
Of course.
Over their penis and scrotum, and it's nasty, man.
So what
it's
happens?
not going so well.
What happens when you show up with a penis full of
they try to help
coconut
you, but,
oil?
you know,
Can you cut it open and get it out? Like, I'm concerned for these people.
Oh man.
Ah man, New Guinea.
And while we're on the topic of penises. While we're on the topic, some man cut off his own penis.
Why would you cut off your penis?
Cut off his own. Why? Because of a dream he had.
This is stupid. What kind of dream did he have? It better be a good dream. It better be a good dream. They better been like, he had a better have.
Yeah, you read about it.
I can't believe this. You know what? I will. I will. Where's the story begin? Because they're not going to show us the photos. Or are they? Okay.
This was in Africa too, right?
Yes.
Nigeria.
How do you pronounce his name? Wahab Sadu, 35, said he was fed up with women demanding sex from him in a dream, so he chose to cut off his penis. First of all, even if this wasn't a dream, I'm not going to cut my penis off because women are demanding sex from me. You know, you don't have to do it. It's a dream. Wake up. Just wake up. Oh, man, that was a bad dream. That was terrible. All them women was trying to bang me. Oh, such a terrible life I live. You don't have to just go, you know what? I don't want to do this, and I'm going to cut my penis off. Ain't no coming back from that.
No.
Like, come on, bro. What were you thinking about?
Well, maybe he thought he was still in the dream, right?
Well, I bet he found out the hard way. Like, oh shit, I'm not dreaming anymore. My penis is gone.
Awful.
That's terrible. Kenny. This is terrible.
Feel for that guy, man. But then again, it sounds like he was a little nuts.
Yeah. No pun intended on the. Well, he's still got nuts.
No, he's got nuts.
That's all he's got.
Nuts were unaffected.
That's all he's got now.
Delivery truck mistakenly brought an 86-inch TV to a man's house instead of a 70-inch. Cops. He ended up getting arrested.
The dude who received the TV, was he supposed to like pull out a ruler and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, these 70, 86, they almost
actually
look the
knew
same."
He knew that it was a little bit different, and he started to look up stuff. And he said, this is so messed up. So a truck pulled up at this dude's house.
Ding dong,
He delivered. The delivery was a $2,700 86-inch flat screen TV, which he didn't order.
Right.
And he thought it was like winning a scratcher ticket. This is Massachusetts. I thought it was my turn to luck out on something in life.
Did you?
So he took it, busted it out of the box, hung it up.
You can hang up an 86-inch
He's like, I didn't
TV?
go out and steal this. It came to my door, right?
That is a fact.
What he did purchase was a 75-inch valued at $1,200. He got something that was about double the price.
Yeah.
Anyways, when the delivery guy dropped off the wrong TV,
he came back.
Yep. And didn't even come back, actually. He started to get a little weird about it. He started looking up stuff like, can I get in trouble for accepting the wrong? They're like, listen, once it gets delivered to your place, it's yours. That's what the law says.
I got a TV mount
Yeah.
that got delivered to my house, and
Then they started
still have
calling
it.
him. Now they're claiming he was lying. He's claiming he didn't get calls. Anyways, long story short, this dude is ending up in jail, but he's bailing. He's paying a lot of money to stay out. And yeah, it's turning real ugly. What do you think if you get the wrong thing delivered to your house? Do you think you should be on the hook for not?
it depends on
telling
what
the
it
truth?
is. Like if it's something small, like a TV that big of a difference, it'd be different if it was like a couple $100 and you ordered a 75-inch, they gave you the 77-inch.
But do
40
you
inch.
think he should get in some trouble for this?
Hell, I don't think he should get in trouble for it.
Police came and swarmed his house and took it off the wall.
That's ridiculous. The
Yeah.
police can come and swarm your house for a TV, but they can't do it for other stuff. That's tacky.
That's very tacky.
Like, don't show up quickly to my house to take my TV, but then when I really need you get your thumb up your ass.
Nowhere.
Right. So when you put it like that, now I don't think it. Just come back and take the TV. But look, man, this ain't your TV. Give it to us. We're gonna get you your regular TV. I hope you enjoyed it for the time that you had it. But to lock somebody up as if they stole the TV. But then they'll be like, well, you signed for it and you knew this wasn't yours when they delivered it. That's true. So he signed for it, or was it like dropped off?
He signed for it.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
He knew he was getting over. He started looking up stuff like, can I get in trouble for this?
Yeah.
After he found out they weren't coming back for it.
Yeah, you're right. I guess something's got to be done.
Jonesy McFly, free that man. They sent the wrong TV. Charge it to the game.
Charge it to the game. Silk the Shocker. Bam. There it is.
Messed up. It happens. Part of business. And he hung it up already.
I mean, it's out the box. It belongs to
his
me
rights.
now.
Yeah. The Indiana Pacers are up 10 right now.
How about that?
For those keeping score at home.
I wonder where DMX is now.
Still the third quarter, though.
Man, don't try to downplay it.
Man arrested for throwing iguana at a restaurant manager in Ohio. 49-year-old man pulls out an iguana from under his shirt, swung it around his head by its tail, threw it at an employee. Another restaurant story.
Where is this at that this dude's just got disposable iguanas that he could just throw out at people? Like,
Didn't even say what warranted that.
What kind of weird street video game tactic is that? Like, aha, iguana.
Bam.
I've got more with
lasso.
That game.
He used the iguana as a lasso. Lasso. He was an asshole.
Yeah, definitely. You don't treat your iguana like that.
Yeah, that should be a number of charges, including animal cruelty.
Yeah, man. Reckless endangerment with a foreign animal.
Ooh, you suck.
All right, this is where it gets good. We're getting towards the end of the show. So if anybody that's been holding off to call in, do it now. 917-477-7737, Press Box Party. Getting towards the last couple stories here. We have a couple of public indecency, I guess you would say, or exhibitionist stories.
Aha.
One out of Australia. Couples witness woman's daylight sex romp. Couple were having a quiet drink, two ladies, when they walked past a group of women and just started going at it in broad daylight on the sidewalk.
When you say going at it, what do you mean?
I have some video
Making
for our
out?
YouTube audience, actually.
Like making out going at it, or like...
Some of it's blurred, but...
Oh, no, like going at it on the ground.
Yeah, they're going at it on the ground.
Two women.
There.
Where's this at?
In Australia.
I gotta go to Australia.
It starts ripping off her clothes.
I gotta
actually.
book me a flight to Australia sometime soon.
These are the couples. People are just walking by.
Do you know what I'm saying? People are just walking past. If that was two dudes.
But do you think they're okay with this because it's
two women?
Two women. I think there's a little bit of a double standard going on.
I mean, I will say that the people in Australia are a lot more tolerant than the people over here would be.
Apparently, they went off to the bike stands and
started grinding on the rails.
Yep. They're going all out. But she was completely
no, they were like really
naked on the middle of the street.
In the middle of the street with her legs spread open.
I know.
And nobody did anything.
We got a call.
Who we got?
Going to H-Town.
H-Town.
Ozella, what's up with your Rockets?
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Hey, they won. They're about to play in a few minutes, too.
I know.
I was going to get on DMX. He didn't say nothing about the Rockets. He talked about the Pacers and all them other teams.
DMX was a mess. He was trying to promote his new album.
Well, you tell him I was going to buy a copy until he didn't talk about the Rockets.
I will.
And what do you got to say about last week's sweep when the Astros swept the Yankees? You know I was going to call and talk to you about that one, too.
Yeah, in April it's all fun and games, but we'll see what's happening. We'll see what's happening
Only
in
the big boys
September.
gonna last to the end, right?
Yep. But that's a good team. That's a good team.
They do well. Altuve, I told you he was gonna
That
come
little
through.
guy.
I tried to tell you. You had some off the chain stories tonight.
It's just too much going
this
on.
last one,
Why do you think
you could have kept the Australia women
I should have kept that
I
off?
can't believe that. Oh my God.
Well, I got a follow up for that because a couple now in Bozeman, Montana, a couple got arrested for an indecent exposure at Hot Springs, and they were out at an outdoor children's pool, I suppose, or somewhere near it, and they were getting down in the pool, but whatever. But yeah, like I really think the Australian women, beyond the culture difference and all that, I think they got a pass because it was two women. Like when you watch the video and see people walking by,
people are just walking past.
Yeah,
if that would have been a heterosexual couple,
older couple was walking by. They didn't utter a stutter. They didn't do not one stop and look or peep or nothing.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, just two girls getting it on." Oh, just another Saturday brunch.
Oh my God! Yeah, that
was weird, right?
That was pretty weird.
Yeah. Well, Zella, thanks for checking in.
All right, you guys have a great evening.
Good luck to
How's
your
the weather
Rockets.
there?
It's up and down. It was
It's
70
not bad.
earlier.
It's
but now
70s, but it's not
50.
going lower than 50. So we're good.
Oh, that's good for New York.
Yeah.
Go Rockets, because I know you was talking about a lot of rain coming that way. I was just hoping you guys was fine.
Yeah, not much of it
glad
hit.
you're out.
Just a little bit of sprinkles here and there. So that's good. You know how this time of year is. They can't call it.
Yeah. April showers bring me flowers.
Yep.
Have a good evening. Talk
All right.
to you later.
Thanks,
You too.
Ozella.
Thank you for calling.
All right.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. So Ozella in H-Town is getting pumped about the Rockets right now.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good
Do you
game.
think the Rockets could be a good opponent for us, for the Warriors?
I think they're probably the only opponent that would give them.
Really? I think that
Who?
I'd like to say San Antonio could maybe give them some trouble.
San Antonio
I'm just caught up in coaching, you know.
just lost to Denver, didn't they? Yes.
Yeah.
And you think they're gonna beat the Warriors?
No, I didn't say they beat them. I just think like Popovich would figure out a way to get maybe 2 or 3 games off.
I think
Man, 3 is a little.
probably the Blazers. would
Yeah,
give
the
them
Blazers
best.
got a little something going, but they have no playoff
No, they
success
don't.
at
They
all.
Don't, but they got a solid team.
They're trying, Jennifer. NBA fans know what that means. All right, you want to see a Minnesota video? We're going to go to a couple of videos. Sorry for those that aren't on YouTube, but we'll keep you updated. This is out of Minnesota. A trooper trying to fight the wind just gets put on skates.
It's like a cartoon. It's like when the wind comes by and it's like whoop, 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 and he just falls.
He tried. He got through it though, didn't he?
Yeah, the wind got beneath his wings.
It's getting late over here in New York.
It is. the sun has gone down.
That it has. So yeah, man. See, he made it to the other side. Bravo to that guy.
Good for him.
I didn't show you the skateboarding one. I know this guy was put on skates. I don't even know what's going on here. If we got a skating audience that could comment on this, that's seeing this, love to know. Whether you call in next week, but this is just a mess from the jump. Wait till you see this. So this guy's on a, what do you call these things?
Skateboard?
No, but the tube or something? What's it called? There's a name for this thing.
What is it?
Pipe? I don't know.
Oh, the half pipe?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Here.
I guess that's what it is. Oh.
What is going on in this video? Tell them what's going on.
All right, so it looks like they're at one of those
We'll play it
skate
again.
parks where it's like an indoor skate park, and you could.
Apparently, this was for like Olympic qualifications.
Really? Was
Yeah.
it?
And this unsuspecting guy just walking by. And that guy's head almost hit the ceiling of this
Yeah, dude,
complex.
He was way too high.
And the timing, he just takes out a dude. He's trying to land in some foam things.
Yeah, those like foam, those foam shaped cushions.
Yeah.
That they land in, and the guy was walking on the beam next to it. The dude totally misses the landing area and smacks a dude like head on.
Back of the head.
Guy falls
Concussion
out.
protocol.
Dude's concussed.
Gotta be.
I'd be upset.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Yeah.
And then I'll end it on one more video here.
Okay, what we got here?
This is nuts.
Some
This
more
was a
doorbell
delivery.
dash?
No, this is a delivery. Like this guy was sent almost as a hitman.
Oh, wait.
To take out this lady. He's got a crossbow in that box.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he just fires it as soon as she opens the door and bounces. She lived.
Wait.
But they're looking for this guy. He shoots it through the box. Dressed as it looks like he's got a fake wig and a fake mustache on too. But that's terrifying stuff right there.
Wait, run it back because I didn't see the. Do they?
They're gonna keep playing
Do
it.
they actually show the bow come out?
I don't think so. I think they cut the video before that.
Why? That's the best part.
It's on YouTube, man.
Come on, YouTube. It's a crossbow. She's okay.
No, it sounds like she's in critical condition.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, that's like point blank range crossbow.
That is attempted murder. I think he was trying to kill her.
Yeah.
And he didn't realize
knows
that
what
she had
she
that
did.
doorbell cam. Like, who? What has she done to get shot with a crossbow
Exactly. Who does she owe money?
at her front door,
Who does
disguised
she
by
owe money
delivery
to?
man? Like, hey, delivery, I know it's late, but boom,
Yep.
gotcha. Medieval style. Damn. That's some next level stuff right there. Get shot with a crossbow. That's personal.
That's not even personal. That's just like something off of Game of Thrones.
It's personal, man. It's like I want you to hurt, but slowly. And I want you to think about where I got this crossbow from.
Right.
As you're dying. Like, damn, they got me with a crossbow. Oh, where you get that from?
That was in Canada, by the way.
Canada.
Yep.
Well, she's got free health care, so there's that.
You are an ass. I was like, man, that was just, I don't even want to elaborate on what you just did there.
You brought the story.
You're that mad about the free healthcare. Like, hey, well, you know.
I'm not. I'm just
good
trying
for
to
you
find
getting actually to use it, you know, making use of it.
I'm just trying to find the silver lining in this death trap that happened. I mean, at least she ain't got to come out of pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Just stop, man. Reset it.
Like the crossbow, you got to reset that thing so there are no drawbacks to it. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, you had to end it like that, huh? So you guys have been listening to Press Box Party every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Jonathan Craig, when's your next show? You got a show next week, right?
You got a show next week, 7 p.m., the time that we would normally do this show.
On a Wednesday?
Yeah, on a Wednesday.
So Press Box Party is going to be moved next week.
Yeah, we're going to go take
check
a
out.
field trip, children.
Yeah.
To go see Uncle Jonathan do some stand-up comedy at Broadway Comedy Club. Wednesday, April 24th. Show starts at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:45. Tickets are $15 at the door.
So everybody that listens to Press Box Party, come join us out there.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure I go check out.
DMX is going to be there. So
Jay Craig.
You want some autographs from him?
DMX is going to be there. And
yeah, he's got an
it's gonna
album
be
to
some fun.
promote, so he'll show up. I might even pull him on stage. You know?
Indiana Pacer update, 9:33 to go in the game, and Pacers still up by 8. So that's getting interesting.
Let's
there.
do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks to everybody that listened tonight. Thanks to those that are listening after the fact. We appreciate you. We will be back next week. Make sure you follow Stream 35 Radio so you get an update of when. We'll figure out when we'll replace that show. Next episode of Press Box Party. For Jay Craig, thanks for coming through once again.
Brother, always a pleasure.
I'm Antoine. Follow Stream 35 on Twitter. Let us know if you want to talk about some other stuff. Have a good rest of the week. We are out. Peace.
Out.